What the fuck is good, bitches? We are TheMassaCreature and Bouncer9000. We are in the car on the way to Red Lob. Gonna get some of them biscuits. Haven't had that shit in I don't know how many years. And already we have just caught up on so many things, and we've only been hanging out for what seems like a couple minutes, and it never seems like any time has gone by at all, like if it's ever a new session of hanging out. And I just love that, because like so much shit could transpire in our lives and it never really does make a difference, because we just always, it's like endless, just like immortal, timeless, that's the word I'm looking for, like a timeless classic. Like it's impervious to all the things that time can bring. And that's a really good thing.
The environment and our bodies do change with time, yes, but
yes,
what does not change is the spirit within us, the very consciousness that gives us these unique traits to every one of us, the very thing which what we call our beating hearts is all for. It's for our spirit. That does not change no matter how old you get. Your mind may change, your physical beating heart might change, your skin might change, but that spirit does not, and that's something that people need to understand. When you mature, it's just about getting shit done properly. That's all it is. Your inner child does not have to die. And if you feel like you have to make it die, then you're either in A, the wrong society, B, you're with the wrong family or people, or 3, you're trying to be something you're not, and that's never a good thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just, damn.
That's a really good way of looking at maturity, because like some people might think that it entails the death of the inner child, but it's just the mentality of, I'm gonna do this shit right. Like, live your life right. You know, have all the things you need to have a prosperous life, like a job for one, an education, independence, and handling things you know, maturely, and entails like not trying to like have drama, conflicts, just being on everyone's good side, just, like making sure that the shit that you have to deal with is at an all-time low. Like just being able to get up and go to work and not have anything like on your mind stressing you out, just trying to like minimize that, just like make it non-existent. So all you have to think about are the things that you want to do, all the things that you look forward to, and so like when it's time to actually do something like enjoyable, you can focus on that, like the things that, you know, we're doing now. It's like that's all there is in the world, and we're just gonna like enjoy it, and nothing else is gonna interfere with it. And it's such an awesome, rewarding feeling. So just like be mature, yo, do shit right, and it doesn't entail losing your childhood. You can still enjoy all the things that you loved in childhood. Like I still fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing that shit for 15 years. I've been playing it since I was 8, and now I'm playing it at a competitive, you know, tournament level online and shit. And I still enjoy like fucking Disney movies and Pokemon, and you know, I still have all the shit that I've had in my childhood. So just like when it comes to maturity, like it doesn't mean you can't go just randomly. It just means just do shit right. And yeah, that's a very good way of looking at it. I never thought of it like that.
Well, just, you know, a lot of that comes from first-hand experience, because I won't lie, you know, for the longest time I've suppressed my inner child because I felt like it's what I had to do, at least. You know, all details, you know, several of the details aside, you know, my parents eventually divorced and split up, and a part of me was lost that day, and I felt that I had to become something I wasn't, and now I'm realizing what I lost, but at the same time, I didn't. It was always there. I just thought it was gone, and when I rediscovered it, it's something as simple as, say, playing GoldenEye or Star Fox, or even watching, like, you talk about Disney. Hell, I watched, like, I've seen a lot of movies in my lifetime, a billion times, but the 2 that I watched recently that really awoken my inner child from way back when, you know, the shit was going down was Poe's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, and The Brave Little Toaster.
I've actually never seen those. I've seen like previews for the Brave Little Toaster on like VHS tapes. Like you loved the previews on VHS tapes for some reason.
It just feels so much more than like. Oh, it kind of felt like like, holy shit, this is coming soon.
Coming soon to own on video cassette.
Whereas nowadays, it's like, oh my god, ads, skip.
Yeah, it's like you want to get through everything, but if you're watching like Home Alone on VHS and you see like a commercial for like Fern Gully or something, you know, you enjoy the previews for movies that you've never even seen. Like I've never seen like Fern Gully, but or The Brave Little Toaster, but it's like I see that and I'm like, yeah. Or just like any fucking movie in the world, because I have a big ass VHS collection. Like I have Pokemon the first movie. I have like 3 copies.
I remember that. Oh
yeah.
Remember when that was brand new, man? Like that was like the movie that stopped the world. Like at least for us Pokemon fans, we were like,
yeah.
What do you mean that just happened?
Yeah, like Pikachu's Vacation.
That was the best thing they ever did.
Yeah, it's like seeing Meryl and Snubbull in that was like mind-blowing. Like when there were only 150 and we were looking forward to the new Pokemon, we were just like so hyped up. Like back when Red and Blue were like really prevalent, all the kids were playing that. There were like rumors about like a Pika Blue, like an evolution of Pikachu with a water stone, and it was Meryl. You know,
Pika Blue?
Yeah, like we're like, yo, if you give water stone to Pikachu, it turns into Pika Blue, and we're like, and then fucking like Pokemon the first movie comes out, and it's like Meryl, and I'm like, damn it.
I remember the days back when we were kids. We didn't have the internet to figure out all these crazy misfortunes, so we were like, wait a minute, like you can get a gun in Ocarina of Time? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, like I have the same red version I've had since I was 7, and I managed to get all 150 by myself with like no cheats. I never had the internet, I never had a guidebook. I just got everything just from people talking to me like, oh, if you want Machamp, you gotta trade back. And that's just from the neighborhood. And I never learned how to get Mew because no one fucking told me how, and you had to like use a Game Shark or something. But like all the shit that I got on my red, I got from natural methods, just trading back from, you know, red version and blue version, because like some you can only get them in like red version and blue version, like Meowth and Vulpix or whatever. And there was always like opposites, like Hitmonchan to Hitmonlee, and fucking Almanite and Kabuto, and of course the different starter. And you can use Pokemon Stadium, because like if you beat the Elite Four, then you could get like a starter Pokemon or one of the fossil Pokemon. But yeah, like
Pokemon Stadium was the fucking shit.
See, just when we're hanging out, just our minds like just get awakened. We just think of like all these fucking memories. They just like get triggered because like we just have that chemistry where it's just like we have like such strong inner childs, and that like when they combine, it's just like an explosion.
And the fact is, at least I am a collector of many things, but like if you were to see my game collection, it is full of retro games from back before I was born.
Yeah.
But a lot of them in there are the ones I grew up with. A lot of the Nintendo 64 and the original Xbox games, I've had those since childhood.
Yeah.
And every time I hold some of them, I'm just like, God, I remember when I first got this.
Yeah.
And just brings back happy memories that this society almost wants us to not have, so they can just turn us into dull robots that are just succumb to the will of the invisible overlords in the work environment. When and when we speak up and say, hey, we don't have to be just like that, we could still work and play. Some say grow up, and I'm like, I have grown up. I don't know where the fuck you've been.
Yeah, you're just too afraid to, you know, be the way you want to be. You're afraid of being judged. Whereas, you know, we're not. Like, fucking, that's why I'm willing to have, like, a tattoo of Perfume's logo, even though I'm, like, in a metal band. And people are like, oh, what's that? And I tell them, it's the logo of a Japanese techno-pop group called Perfume. And they're like, okay. And I'm just like, that's what it is, and I'm not going to be afraid to tell you.
Exactly, and you know, and being a fan of something doesn't make you bad. Like, I mean, like, just because you're a fan of Insane Clown Posse, you're a juggalo, that doesn't mean you're going to be some violent fuckwit. Like you talk to a lot of ICP fans, they're actually pretty stable-minded people.
This video will continue. It's about to end. 10-minute limit.